Jobs for teenagers are scarce today. So how is a teenager supposed to earn money? They can start a micro business.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you for coming. My name is Carol Topp. I'm a CPA, a certified public accountant. Accountants help businesses be successful. And I'm also an author of a book series called Micro Business for Teens. And tonight we're going to talk about the first book, Starting a Micro Business. I got interested in helping teenagers start their own micro business when some of my own tax clients called me because their teenagers were starting businesses and they needed some help with their taxes. And I started researching and found there's a lot of information out there if you're a child and you want to start maybe a lemonade stand, but you need a lot of parents' help. And then there were books for small business owners, but there wasn't a lot for the in-between for a teenager who's certainly capable of starting their own micro business, but maybe can't do the things an adult can and can do a whole lot more than a lemonade stand. How this all got started was one day my friend Chris called me, and she said, my son Philip is getting checks for the ads on his website every month. I thought, oh, that's great. What a nice micro business. He's getting a few bucks every month from the ads on his website. Philip was about 15 at the time, and she said, no, Carol, you don't understand. The checks are for $1,000 a month. I think he's going to owe some taxes at the end of the year. I was like, yes, we need to talk. So that next week, I made an appointment with Philip, and I learned what he was up to. He was running a very successful website and bringing in $1,000 a month just from the ads. Amazing. But Philip knew a lot about how to drive traffic to his website, marketing, customer service, things like that, but he didn't know a whole lot about record keeping, taxes, things like that, where I could help him. Well, Philip went on to be really quite successful with this website and this micro business. And I remember about his senior year in high school, he called me and he said, Mrs. Topp, I got an offer on my website. Someone wants to buy my website, and they're willing to pay, you ready, $300,000. I was like, wow, Philip, that is fantastic. That's marvelous. That pays for college. Well, Philip didn't need to pay for college. He had won an entrepreneurial scholarship. But it still buys a lot of things, right? $300,000. And I said, that's great. And he said, I think it's worth $1 million. I'm going to counteroffer and see what they say. I thought he was nuts. I'm kind of a conservative CPA. I was thinking, take the money, Philly, take the money. I would never do very well with those game shows. I would cash out early. But he didn't. He wanted to keep running the business, so he turned down that offer, and he kept running the business through college. Now, you're going to see more about Philip, and I'm going to save the end of the story to the end of the story because it's a pretty neat story about what he ultimately did with his business. Just meant to inspire you and encourage you what you can do in starting a micro business yourself.